looking forward to your first Sydney FC Melbourne Victory clash?
It's tremendous that there's going to be a big crowd there, and obviously there's a massive rivalry between the two clubs, and really looking forward to it. I think both clubs are sort of in transition years. There's been a lot of changes, but there's no doubt that it's one of the big clashes on the A-League calendar. Looking forward to it.
Is it one of the reasons why you wanted to coach a Victory for clashes like this?
Yeah, look, you realise a club like Melbourne Victory is going to have some big games and big crowds, and it's I think for all of us involved, that's what we love about the game. There's a great atmosphere that only football supporters can create, and it's going to be a tough test for us, but something that we can look forward to. Yeah.
They're going to be seriously hurting after the weekend. What do you expect from them come the first result?
Yeah, look, obviously they'll need to have a reaction from last week, but they had quite a few out last week as well, and they'll get some players back, which I think, whenever you go through something like that, the players coming in haven't been scarred in that way, so I'm sure they'll be looking for the players who are coming into the side to provide some positive momentum for them. So yeah, look, it's a tough game, and we're kind of on our own journey as well, where we're still concentrating on trying to get our game plan right as well. So from our point of view, it's still very much about concentrating on what we do tomorrow and trying to get a positive outcome that way.
You mentioned a few players for them coming back. Is that an area maybe though too where you can exploit them a little bit? I suppose a bit unsettled with a few coming in, a few coming out, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, it depends. It depends on the players coming in and how they perform. But there's no doubt, when you've had a heavy loss like they did last week, as I said, the new guys, the one thing is that they're not going to be scarred by what happened last week. So it just depends. And from our point of view, in terms of planning, makes it a little bit uncertain, not knowing what they're going to come up with. But I think that's why it's even more important that we really concentrate on our game and our structure and making sure that we keep improving. Our last 3 weeks have been pretty good. They've been pretty consistent, Adelaide, Newcastle and Monday night, so we need to keep that consistency going.
Are you expecting Jason Cleaner to play?
No, well, for more reports, probably no, but you never know.
What about Del Piero?
I think he'll play.
Are you looking forward to that challenge? Are your defenders looking forward to that challenge?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, he's provided a great spark for the whole A-League, and it is exciting, and it'll be great to see him at close quarters. And I'm sure the whole team's looking forward to that challenge of playing against someone of his calibre. But obviously, from our point of view, it's still about concentrating on the collective and what Sydney have to offer, because they've still got some good players in their team that could hurt you if your focus goes away from the whole group.
It's his 38th birthday today. You're wanting to ruin that, I guess?
Not today. I hope he has a great day today. I just hope tomorrow's terrible for him. Yeah, look, again, age is just a number. You look at how people perform, and he's been fantastic, as I said, for the A-League. I think when players come with a reputation that he does, there's only one way they can go if they aren't totally committed to it, and it would have been terrible if his reputation got tarnished when he came here. But just showing the kind of professional he is, I think if anything, his reputation's been enhanced in this country. I think football followers knew what a great player he was, but now I think the general public have a real appreciation for just what a fantastic player he is and an ambassador for our game. So. Full marks to him, but obviously, as I said, tomorrow night we'll be concentrating on trying to win a game of football.
I suppose every coach has been asked about it, and you sort of just touched on it, but he's such a big influence on the game, but you've got to be careful not to focus too much on him as opposed to the collective.
Yeah, I guess so, mate. Look, there's no point just thinking about him and man marking him. I tried to put someone on him on Melbourne Cup Day and he lost them after 5 minutes, so that's not going to work. Look, from our point of view, it's really just about, as I said, we're kind of in a transition phase, and our focus really every week at the moment is on us, and it has to be on us until we get our game plan right and our structures right, and we're really disciplined in what we do. There's no point trying to minimise the opposition, whatever their strengths and weaknesses are. Focusing too much on that, obviously you make slight adjustments, but as I said, we're still in the building stages of our game, and that's what we'll be concentrating on.
And you've probably had 3 pleasing performances in a row without stringing 2 wins together. I suppose that's the next step in this development you talk about.
Yeah, look, again, there are many ways to get results. But it'd be great for us to win a couple of games on the trot, and it'd be great for us to win away from home. I think those kind of things add real belief to a group and how we're progressing. But again, it'll come down to how we play the game. We lost in Newcastle, but we played well in Newcastle. I think when you go away from home and the opposition keeper's man of the match and you create the opportunities we did, shows that we're getting some consistency in what we want, and that's what we'll be looking for tomorrow. Just some more progression, and if that brings us a win, fantastic. Because as I said, it adds belief and it's great for our supporters. But in terms of longer term view, the most important thing is that we keep progressing the game we're playing at the moment.
Sydney's had a couple of extra days break. They played on Saturday, you guys played on Monday. Is that going to be a huge factor on tomorrow night?
Oh, it's a factor. I don't know if it's a huge factor. I mean, it just depends. We've had a really light week on the track for us. We like to work hard during the week, but this week we've had to back off playing on the Monday night. It's a little bit unusual, and we haven't really worked as extensively or at the intensity we usually do, just to freshen the players up. But they've all backed up pretty well. They're all trained today, and from that point of view, I think we'll be fine for tomorrow.
Will you make any changes for the fresh legs?
No. We'll everyone, as I said, pulled up really well from last week, so we'll probably go with the same lineup.
Is it nice that you've had that consistency? Because goalkeeper aside, you've had pretty much the same team on the park.
Yeah, we've had to make minor changes along the way, and we're still trying to find the right combinations around the place, and obviously as you go along you'll get injuries and absences for different reasons. So but yeah, we're getting pretty settled now, I think, and again that's probably reflecting in the way we're performing, but we need to keep doing that. I think it's that kind of league where as you saw with Sydney's result last week, if you're a little bit off your mark, then you'll get punished, and we certainly don't want to. We felt that already this year up in Brisbane, so we certainly don't want to go down that track. So we've got to be really focused on the game tomorrow night.
Plenty of talk about Harry Kewell. Would you like to see him back in the A-League?
I'd love to see Harry playing in the A-League, and I'd love to see him playing. I think he's way too young to retire, but it's probably being a little bit disrespectful on my behalf to even say that, because he's no one knows people's personal situations and where they are, and it's very easy for us to sit outside and make judgments on his decisions, but he's got all the information, and I'm sure he's doing what's best for him and his family, and I guess that's the most important thing.
Victory haven't beaten Sydney in 5 years. Is the home crowd that much of a factor?
I don't know. I haven't been here. I've been here for 6 months, and I think it's a big game, and in big games like this, and when there's a rivalry there, it's how people react to the situation on the day. But I wouldn't think our players would be intimidated by a big crowd or a big game, because that's the kind of club we are, and hopefully everyone's looking forward to it. Look, I hope it's a cracking game. Plenty of goals, hopefully the right end for us, and a positive result.
Thanks, Ange.
Thanks. Thank you.